Hey, welcome to my channel where I talk about my dolls, and that's literally it. And in this video, I'm going to be talking about my latest American Girl fixation, obsession, my pleasant company stuff, which means I'm going to be talking about my pleasant company Samantha for like the fifth time, but it's because I got her some new outfits. And then later in the video, I'm going to show my Catfish Felicity after she's been fixed up. There's a lot to tell there, and a few new additions. So I should probably jump right in because this could be a little bit of a long one. Because I've also been researching. Some people, a few people have chimed in my comments to let me know about, where I can find some information. And not everyone who's chimed in has a YouTube like AGTube channel. So I'll only refer to people who don't have like a channel by their initials. Anyway, so jumping in, this is the Pleasant Company Samantha outfit and outfit pieces I bought. It's going to seem weird because I already have this hat and I already have what wasn't the right muff from Samantha. But the reason I purchased this with this little bit of lot is because I took these two pieces and added it to an outfit I recently got that's going to be one of my favorite winter outfits. So it's a Truly Me outfit, velvet dress, I think it's called. So that's why it's in here. I just wanted to throw that in because it seems like a weird thing to have doubles of and really unnecessary. Oh, and here's the muff. And it wasn't the right muff because it was missing this. See, there's a logic behind it. Samantha's meat hat, this bow, this big hair ribbon, which goes with her Buster Brown dress, which is one of my two favorite Samantha outfits, Pleasant Company outfits. And the other one of my two favorite Samantha Pleasant Company outfits is her midi dress, which means I have two of my three favorites, but my most favorite, because the other one that I might get one day, I don't know if I need to though after I have all these to go by, is her tea outfit. But I would want it complete with the shoes and everything, so that's hard to find. Anyway, so now that I have these open, I want to put my Pleasant Company Samantha, possibly Dreamer Samantha, into the outfit, which is really weird because I only put her in this outfit like a week ago, but that doesn't mean I'm fickle. It just means I'm excited. And I really do want to see how she looks in the midi outfit. It is missing the boots. It didn't come with the boots, but I have boots that are shared between, from Cecile and Mary Grace's collection. So it's like, it looks pretty good. I think it's going to be maybe a little bit of a better match because I don't really love the way the proper boots that went with the outfit go. They fit a little bit funny. So I'm hoping that these will fit her big feet. Oh, wow. Her limbs are so loose that you can can you see the strings when I pull it out? Funny. Goes to show that I haven't been giving her enough love. Oh, and another thing I finally figured out. So she came with these shoes that I'm about to take off because I'm going to put her in that outfit anyway, that I've talked about every time I've shown her. And I had no idea what they were from because they're not part of Samantha's collection. I swear I dug and dug to see if I could find anything. And I found what they belong to. They're not even American Girl. They are made by GOTS, which is the original manufacturer of American Girl. I'm sure most of you know, everybody out there would know that who's watching this channel. But when Mattel bought American Girl, GOTS, I don't know if they retaliated, that's kind of the rumor, and they made these dolls called Little Sister or Kid Sister dolls, which are essentially American Girl, but without showing teeth. So to me, they look like they got in trouble for like chewing gum because her faces are a little bit, they're cute and they're very American Girl. Like they would display really well. They got the exact same bodies. And I think I already mentioned that the rumor was they made them to sort of compete with Mattel when they took over the manufacturing of American Girl. And so one of the dolls, I think I can only find 3 online, and one of them had those as meat shoes. And that probably means the woman who, so the woman who had this doll must have collected those as well. And if these don't fit, I brought another pair of boots. Same style, but they're all black. They're Rebecca's. I'm not sure they're going to fit any better if these don't. Okay, I think it's gonna go on. Just barely. So like I said, these are made to fit. Say seal and okay, I'm gonna show you after her like Bigfoot. It's sticking out the back of it. But it is the perfect substitute for this outfit not coming with boots, which I knew when I bought it, but it was also everything that I bought, the seller was selling it so cheap that it was easy just to throw it all into a lot and then figure out the boots later. And I did figure them out. It was all very fluky. Yeah, I think it's a good, sorry, give me 1 second. I want to get her doll stand on because she's got floppy legs. As you saw from her arms, like that was almost horror movie-esque. But yeah, so and so now I can start telling about how I've been doing like sort of research, whatever I was mentioning earlier. So someone in my comments, initial B, thank you B, suggested watching Lady Rebecca Fashion's channel, and I'm assuming most of you would have seen it already, or at least seen her playlist on the historical accuracy of American Girl fashions, because she's like a fashion historian. She does cosplaying and she collects American Girls. And the video where she discussed Samantha's fashions, I watched that one twice because I'm not really good with like historical fashion at all. So I wanted to have a little bit more information just because, you know, if I'm collecting these dolls, I should probably know a little bit about them, especially if I'm talking about them on video all the time. And so she said this particular costume, the midi outfit, it's very accurate aside from the hat goes into costume territory. But wow, it's so cute. Very cute. I was like, I don't even want to turn it around because I'm just like being selfish here. So anyway, now that we know the story of the shoes, I can move those off to the side. Okay. She also mentioned that, oh, that's what you saw from the back. Oops. Let me make sure she looks okay in the front. So she also mentioned that her meat outfit isn't all that historically accurate, which I would have assumed would be the most historical thing. And if you haven't seen that, the playlist, definitely go watch it. I binged all of them. It was a lot of fun. She's really easy to listen to, and she is very, very knowledgeable. Oh, there's a button back here. So now, I knew once I got my doll into this outfit, I wasn't going to want to change her out of it. And as you can see, she looks so cute. It's understandable. Did I show you? Okay, so I should have shown you how her foot's a little bit big. I don't know if it's going to be too clear that her foot sticks out a little bit in the back. Everything looks fine, like it does up. And I think her proper shoes I think they have black back here as well. So, because I knew I wasn't going to want to take her out of this outfit once I saw her in it, because I'm not blaming Lady Rebecca Fashions, but when I saw her show it, because she has a bunch of different dolls wearing the outfits, I knew I was going to have a hard time. Like, I'd want to see her in this outfit either permanently or semi-permanently. And luckily, someone locally was selling another Pleasant Company Samantha, but not the Dreamer Eyes one, a different version. So I bought my second Pleasant Company Samantha. So I was saying earlier that I have some new additions to show as well. This is what I was talking about. And so I made sure, making sure she was squishy, making sure it was the right doll. She is the right doll. And I looked at her in person. She's really cute. She's exactly what I saw in the pictures. But you know what I couldn't see from the pictures and from when I, was inspecting her in person? She had the weirdest smell. It's like, the only way I can explain it is like, almost like the roads after it rains, or if you've ever been into a shed after, like taking something like something metal out of a shed after like a year, after it's been through weather. She just smelled like dirty or wet metal. But I've done a lot to get rid of it, and I think it's, I look so weird, but I think it's mostly gone now. So I had to like take off all her clothes, wash them, hand wash them. Even though she's not going to be wearing this, I just wanted to make sure that everything was clean as much as I could get it. And so when I was showing you the strings on her arms, that's what she looked like when I took off her clothes. And I'd never seen that before. So now that I almost mentioned it then when I was talking about her. Anyway, I want to put her in this Buster Brown dress, and so I could talk as I'm talking about that, as I'm doing this. So it was just like I had to wash her really thoroughly, So even though she looked really good, she was in a much worse state than I thought. So I had to wash her, perfume her, and then I put her in a box with some bounce sheets and then paper towels surrounding her so that if there was any oil, it wouldn't like damage her for days. And the smell, it's because you know how dolls usually smell, oh, they'll smell musty. This did not smell like a normal musty doll smell. It was, I couldn't live with it. So I'm really glad that it's mostly faded now. But also, as I was mentioning about her limbs being so loose. So this was my first time doing a limb tightening. I just followed the simplest, what would you call it, method of taking out all the stuffing because our head's removable with the string and everything, and then taking elastic, like hair elastics, like not rubber bands, but proper hair elastics, stretching out the string inside, and then tying the elastic band around it so that it sits properly. And even though that part was easy, putting all her stuffing back in and making her look nice was not that simple. And now I feel like all these things inside her. So I don't know. I might try to restring her, even though she's gonna be on a shelf. I'm never gonna like play with her. It's just weird to know that she now has all this extra like hairband stuff inside her. So it's just a weird feeling. Oh, and another thing I did. See, I'm all excited because I'm opening new stuff. I'm trying to be calm though. Another thing I did with her was because as you would all know, she has these ugly plastic Mary Janes that she comes with in her meat outfit. And Be Forever Samantha has these really nice Mary Janes, but the Mattel feet are smaller than the Pleasant Company feet. So I had to sort of stretch out the shoes to fit her. You know, I had to start with her, you know, barefoot and just slowly working them on and then letting them sit on her for a couple of days to, you know, just kind of keep the shape of being stretched out. And then after that, I did the same thing when she had stockings on. So she does now have the Samantha Be Forever shoes, and I don't know if it's all in my head because I was the one who worked out the stretching. I feel like her feet look really small. So this is supposed to be her school outfit. And Lady Rebecca said that it's a very, very accurate school outfit. It's just missing like a pinafore. Like any girl wearing this in school would have had a pinafore over it. But I'm not going to do that. I like the outfit the way it is. Oh, and she also, I'm just like stealing all her information, but it's there. You should go watch it, like I said already. Uh, Instead of the hats that you would see, like her meat hat, etc., there would be, she would always have a big hair ribbon or a much more elaborate hat. So I'm going to try to tie this as big as possible so it looks okay. I mean, I can fix it up later. It's just I don't want it to look ridiculously small for a girl from 1904. This is awkward. Sorry. It's because the bow is so slippery. Oh yeah, so now that I've got her bow on and everything, I can show you her feet and you can judge for yourself if I'm just being silly thinking that they look small. She said, and Lady Rebecca, she said her Mary Janes are okay for historical accuracy, but she most likely would have been wearing boots. So how cute is this outfit? And you know what's another silly thing? When I realized her limbs were so loose and she wasn't standing really well, even though I had a doll stand with her, I thought, well, she's wearing a school uniform. And since she can't really stand very well, and she does have a desk, and someone locally is selling that desk for, I think it was like $25 Canadian, which is about, what would that be, like $15, $13 American? I decided it might be easier just to have her sitting at her desk. But boy, was I wrong because this desk is so awkward to sit in, and the noises are probably awkward too. Like she always wants to. I was like testing out, not in this outfit, but oh, maybe she sits better in her school outfit. But anyway, so this is what I plan. I want her to be like sitting. Like maybe I'll get her stationary at some point, or like some kind of school outfits or school supplies, so that it can look even more complete as a little scene, a little diorama, as I like to call it, because I haven't set up haven't properly. I'm in the midst of developing whatever, planning out my historical or my '06 original 6 display, and that's going to take some time. So in the meantime, I can show you. So I've got, let's call her, because they all look quite different, the three Samanthas I have. So this is the one who may or may not be a dreamer. Is she looking at the camera? This is the regular pleasant company, and this is Be Forever Samantha. I'm just bringing her up here for a minute. I'm not keeping her on the table at all because it's too much and I've got more to get through. But anyway, yeah, so here are my three Samanthas. And I know that I'm always saying I'm done, and then I buy something else because I'm a liar. Like, I lie to myself. But I do feel like right now I'm happy and or satisfied, I should say. And I probably don't even need, I'm just gonna move these out of the way. I probably don't even need to get that, for now, I don't need to get that, what was I saying? The tea outfit or a doll to go in it. And see, my mind's already racing to the next thing. So yeah, this is, for me, my complete version. Sorry, I just like when they look at the camera. My complete Samantha collection for now. And this next part of the sixth segment, you might call it, is really important because I, a couple weeks ago, uploaded a video where I had bought a Felicity locally. And I'm obviously not going to go through the whole story because I did like a long video about it already. But needless to say, I was really disappointed and I thought I was hiding my disappointment in the video, but I wasn't. And so I had to work really hard to fix up this doll and I had a little bit of help. So I'm going to now reveal my Catfish Felicity. Just taking off her cape. So you can already see that her hair looks beautiful, immaculate even, especially compared to what she was before. But it's even better than she looks from the back. I haven't looked at her on camera, so I don't know how well everything's going to translate. But I hope you can see that she looks pretty much perfect. So if you're wondering how she's got her pink curls and such a nice wig when I said it was as good as I was going to get it before, someone who saw my video, someone who saw the Catfish video, reached out to me on Instagram. They DM'd me and said they had a wig just sitting around that they could donate. And I said I would mention them by saying their initials because they don't have a YouTube channel either, but CJ. So thank you so much for this wig. It is absolutely gorgeous. I don't know how you removed it so nicely because when I tried to remove her wig, I don't even know if you could see it. It was a disaster. It was a nightmare. And so this wig, it was so generously donated. They didn't want anything for it. So thank you. I hope you can see how beautiful she looks because I think, because the original doll from the ad, I think this Felicity, now that I've changed her wig and I've added some pastels to her lips and her cheeks to give her some blush and some what looks like lipstick, I just think she looks even more perfect than the doll I originally wanted. So, you know, because the video about her was kind of negative, even though I tried so hard not to make it be negative and sad and all those other things, I really want to come back and say, like, now it really is happy. And I think anybody could agree that this doll was meant to, be rescued. She's like my catfish/rescue Felicity. And if you're wondering what I meant by adding pastels to her cheeks, I just took like uh, oil pastels or little like chalks. It's so easy. It's so easy, even I can do it. And I mean, I don't know how much you need to see it, but I just built up color for her lips. I, chose different like shades of pink and orange to make it look as much like pictures I found online could be. And just like layering it. So for a few days, just putting on a little bit, and it was kind of like staining her cheeks and her lips. I'm not saying it won't wash off easily, but it's definitely like I can rub it and touch her, and it won't come off of her. So huge thank you to CJ, so kind, and as you can see, she's got this. There's a party going on outside. I hope it's not picking up in the microphone. This little treasure box. And I didn't know what am I supposed to do with it now? So the person who had this desk also had Felicity's nightstand. So you can see where this is going, where I'm going as a Pleasant Company now collector. So it's not as perfect of a color match as I expected it to be. This is more like, I don't know. This is a cherry wood, and it's not dark enough to be a mahogany. Cedar? I don't know. So maybe one day we'll try to get her a teapot and other, like a whole tea set to go on the table here too, to have this be like her little tea set, and that'll be her little diorama with her oops, no, let's not put her on the outside, with her clothes on some doll dress forms behind her. And speaking of doll dress forms behind her, when I did my last, I think when the video when I talked about, when I revealed her, I talked about Target having the dress forms on sale for like $22.50, and I planned to get some. And then when I went on the next day, or maybe it was 2 days later, the sale was over. So I was like, okay, you know what? It wasn't meant to be. But you want to know what? It was meant to be, because then 2 days after that, when I was going to go, because I had to pick this stuff up from, aside from the furniture, I had to go pick this stuff up from my American address. So the timing was perfect that if I ordered it, anyway, it went on sale, an even better sale. So then they went on sale for $19.99 instead of $22.50. I saved $5, which is a lot in Canadian. Anyway, so I just wanted to show you that how they kind of come when you, or if anyone's curious about ordering these dress forms, you know, they come in, the last time they didn't come in a weird box like that, the weird UPS box. So I'll just put one together. I mean, while I'm here, why not? This isn't exactly Pleasant Company, but it looks like it, because it has a bit more of like an antique look to it. So you might already have seen, or might already know, it comes in 2 pieces. And I'm just... Sophia's also makes a lot of 18-inch doll clothes. I have like pajamas and other random things, but the quality's not the same as... Why was I doing that right there by the microphone? The quality's not the same as American Girl or Maple Leaf. So anyway, that's all there is to these. And I don't know if it's on sale now. I didn't check before this video, but you can never get enough of these. At least I can't, because I have so many clothes now that I want to display some of them. Okay. As I'm saying, this is my new fascination, my new fixation. I decided I should probably chase some of the other girls, not just Samantha. And somebody locally had this really, really adorable Kirsten. And I didn't know that Kirsten was this cute in person. I didn't know, I'm going to show her to you in a second. I just got to fix her up a little bit. She was incomplete, so I was able to talk the price down. I talked like almost $100 off the original asking price. And when I got her in person, she was even cuter than I could have imagined. And I just wanted to point out a couple things before I, because I'm going to change her clothes. So it's just partial meat. And she had Kaya's hair clips in her hair. So these braids do seem factory original. And I had to clean her so much more than I thought, but look how worth it was. Can you see how cute she is? And look at her eyes. They're not like the really pale zombie-like blue eyes, but they're definitely a lot lighter than the new Kirsten, who I have over here. So I'm just going to show a little quick comparison before I change her into her birthday, the new birthday outfit that was released. I just want to show how much this like doll has changed. Like, they don't even look the same. Like, the eye color is so different. Even the dress color is different. Well, hers could be faded. I don't think her eyes would be faded, but like if you look at, okay, so the socks, can you see that they're not very woolly. They're more like a cotton. This is the re-release, the recent re-release. And then these are very thick and woolly. These feel more textured and softer. And yeah, these feel thicker. Other than that, they're pretty similar. And I can't compare anything else because this is all she came with. So I'm now going to change her into, like I said, the birthday outfit that was just re-released. And so what I wanted to say earlier, when I was saying that I was looking, people were helping me out to give me some information about Samantha. One of the other AGTubers who gave me some information, I can say who he is because he also has an AGTube. It's American Boy Collects American Girls. So I just wanted to thank him and a user by the name of initials of CC for letting me know that Samantha has such a cool character. That's not what I would have expected at all. That she's like an orphan who lives with her grandmother. Like, she just seems so fancy. They don't cover that at all. And so I think I have to read her books now because I feel like she might actually be my favorite of the original. Would I say 3? Not the entire 6, because I still think I have a soft spot for Addie because I have so much of her collection. Or not so much of her collection. I have a couple of her dolls and my 3 and one that I customized. Oh, and this crinoline I put on her myself because I felt like her dress, usually they would have petticoats. Her dress kind of falls really, I don't know if flat's the right word, but I don't like the way it sits. So I put this crinoline underneath just to make it fill out more. And I have already tried this outfit on her, but I wanted to introduce her the way I got her, aside from how dirty she was. But you know what? And this is why I'm becoming so fixated on the Pleasant Company dolls is because their plastic is so like soft and smooth, and it does not feel like it just feels like such a special quality that after you clean them, keep in mind, it's just almost feels like not in a creepy way, but it almost feels like skin, like it's just that smooth. So I think that's why I'm kind of on this kick of getting adding a few Pleasant Company dolls to my collection. I didn't really, I don't know. I guess it's all like an evolution because I just end up wanting more and more and more. But you know, it will it will have its limit, believe me. Um, but I'm not there yet, so I'm just gonna keep enjoying this moment of adding to my collection. And to anyone who's seen my doll room tour, you may be wondering where are you gonna put this. I do have a plan. There's a whole wall behind me. So, oh yeah, should I have? No, I'll show you at the end. Sorry, I just feel like maybe I should have shown you that this is a really good fit for their bodies because I know of people who have like their older Pleasant Company dolls don't really fit into the new clothes that are made, and so that's why I had to try it on her first because I was going to, I don't know, I was going to come up with a different plan if it didn't fit her, or I don't know, alter it, tailor it, squeeze her body, take out some of her stuffing, and she has loose legs too. So I was doing the test on her to see if I want to like start tightening doll bodies, but after trying it on her, I don't like it. So I think Kirsten, if she's pretty stable in these boots, so if she does seem like she's gonna fall down a lot, I'll just put the doll stand back on her, which I own right over here. Um, so I don't know if I'll be, or maybe I would like totally restring dolls rather than just do the hair, putting on the hair elastics, hair bands, because it just adds all this weird. She's got like chunks in her body now, and I don't know. Maybe I didn't put all the stuffing back in right, but she doesn't have. I mean, she's wearing her clothes; she looks fine, but I know that her body is kind of funny right now. You know what? I'm gonna put her on the doll stand just while I, for the sake of the video, but I don't think I'm going to leave her on it because she does stand really nicely. Eventually, I'll get it on her. Because there is one more thing I want to do with her. Well, I've got her up and changed. Because as you can see on the, you know, she always has, so here anyway, this Kirsten has really long bangs, which looks really cute, but then when you put the flower, whoop, it just takes a little bit of an adjustment looking at her with the, what do you call this? Not a halo. But yeah, I just have to adjust to how it looks, pushing her bangs down into her face. But what doesn't look right is these braids. And I want her to have, like, I already have a Kirsten with the braids in her hair. So any like American Girl purists out there, Pleasant Company purists out there, I don't know if this is going to bother you, but maybe you'll just like seeing it on someone else and you'd rather see someone else do it than do it yourself. And what I did, because I really want the waves to stay in her hair, so maybe I should do it this way. I I did the boil dip. So I put her hair in boiled water, not on the stove, for 10 seconds so that these will stay as long as possible. And then when I was drying her hair and it was dripping into a bowl, a white bowl, I could see how yellow her hair was. The water was like turning yellow. It was gross. So I washed her hair with the braid still in. And then when the hair was dripping dry after that, there was no more yellow water. So I guess it's a good thing I went through all this. Otherwise, I just would have had this doll with crusty hair and never known. Yeah, I was really surprised because she was an adult collector. So she's an inherited doll, if you know what I mean by that. I have quite a few inherited dolls, like people who, after their parents passed on, they ended up selling off their parents' collection. Okay, so yes, her hair looks good. I mean, it's going to take some time to settle down a bit too, but this Kirsten is so cute. Like, she's got such a precious face. I think I say that about all my dolls, but that's because I feel that way about all my dolls. So, all right, I think this is the. Oh, you know what else I want to do? Okay, I thought long and hard about this. This American Girl thing, it's really taking me out of the fantasy. So I'm just gonna cut it off. And if it does leave like a hole, I can usually iron those out. But you can sound off below if I'm being crazy. But it's just a couple threads, and then I can get rid of this useless plastic tag because the old clothes didn't have this. So it's not really going with my pleasant company fantasy. Sorry, it's harder to pluck out the back of the threads. Yeah, didn't leave anything behind. But it's just, when I mean anything behind, we talk about holes or anything like that. But it's going to take some work to pull out all the threads. Thought it'd be just like, and it would come out. But yeah, that's much better. And I will fix it more off camera. I'm pretty sure you can picture how it's going to look. And if I need to iron it just to get out the little, what do you call that, like a kink in the material, here's my pleasant company Kirsten. And so now that I have Felicity, two Samanthas, a Kirsten, I do think that one day I'm going to want to get more. I might want a Molly. I really do think I would want a Molly one day. And if I did, I had to figure out what outfit. I'd be even fine to put her in the birthday outfit that's online. Or, I have my favorite Molly outfit, and Be Forever Molly is wearing it in my collection. So because I know that I figure I'm going to get a Pleasant Company Molly one day, somebody locally had this really cool theater chairs. So today I picked these up from somebody who was super nice. She was so sweet. And she even threw in like a couple extra pieces, things that I didn't order. So I was like, I don't think these are mine. But anyway. So how cool is this? I'm sure all of you have seen it, but I think one day I'm going to have like Molly. Sorry, you know what? I'm going to seat two dolls in it just so you can see how it looks. I'll probably have like, if I get Molly with her birthday, what would you call it, birthday outfit, I'll just pretend in my diorama that she's at the movies for her birthday. And I don't know, either she'll have a friend with her. Oh, maybe even Samantha in her midi outfit. And I have no idea how this is going to look from the angle over there, but down here they look so cute. All right, I'm gonna put Samantha in it too, and this on a cute little picture. And I think I covered everything because honestly, I was worried about how long this might be because, oops, ooh, that's terrible. I was worried because, when I start these videos, I don't really know how long these things are going to be. And the reason why I think Samantha might actually work in here, if I ever got a Molly, is because she looks a little costumey. So this could be like a little girl from the 1950s, just wearing like, they're not looking down at the camera, but I hope you can get the idea of how cute this looks. So another thing, I don't really have the space to put everything out right now. So this is how I'm going to enjoy is like taking a video and then putting it all away until I have the space to have it on proper display. So thanks again to anyone who watched this, and I hope you enjoyed seeing all these adorable Pleasant Company dolls, and I hope you can see the difference in like just how different they are. Like the color, like they're, what would you call it, like, even though they're all the same, like, light skin, they all look really different. Like, Felicity is so pale. She's almost like, I don't know, maybe she was in a shed. She's Nick stained or something. But anyway, I really like how unique they all look. I love the way the classic mold used to look back in the day. And so I think that's why I've gotten pretty hooked on these Pleasant Company dolls for the moment. And I think most of you, anybody who's seen my other videos, have come to expect that my collection's never done. And I think I'm good. I think I got everything I need. And then I'm like, oh no, let me try this now. So thank you for humoring me and indulging me, and I will see you soon in the next one. Bye.